Hey everybody, welcome back to another great episode of Refine Intuitions. This is your host, Anthony Washington, and today we're going to be going over something that a lot of us have actually done in our business and work lives, but we don't necessarily bring into our home life. Now what this is the SWOT analysis. Alright, now before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and don't forget to share this video. You never know who's going to use it, wherever going to need it. Hey, you might just be the person that helps save somebody's life. So, as I mentioned, we're going to do the SWOT analysis, right? So we start off with S. S stands for your strengths. Okay, what are you good at? W, what are your weaknesses? Things that you can improve or things you're just not that good at all. O, opportunities. All right, what opportunities do you have within your goals and your plans, right? And T, threats. What things can alter your plans, can make you fail? Things like that. All right. Now, most of us has heard of this before, and yet we don't use it in our personal lives because we feel that our work and our personal life should be separate. Well, let's do a quick brainstorming exercise real quick. I would like you to think of a time where things were going perfect at home, and then you went to work and things went perfect at work. Or things when times were great at home and then you got to work and things did not go the way you needed to. You got home, you still felt bad about it, right? And the same thing goes the opposite way. Things do not go great at home, and you go to work, you bring that same baggage. And it's really easy to say, well, leave your personal life at home when you come to work. That's really easy to say, but how many times is it really actually done? So what we're going to do, we're actually going to work on this SWOT analysis today, and this really is designed to help you strategize and come up with a good strategy for your plans and for your goals, so that way you can actually hit your goals and your plans. Now before we get started on this, I want to tell you a quick story. There was once a big tournament, right, between these two guys, and they said, okay, the winner of this tournament is going to completely get all the money that the town has to offer, and you're going to become the new mayor. So you get a chance to make all the decisions, and on top of that, you're going to have all the wealth of the town. So the two guys are excited, they're ready to go, and they said, okay, great. This is your task. You're going to have to chop down this tree. Both guys said, okay, that's simple. We can do that. One guy, he's a little bit bigger than the second guy, but they're both really excited, ready to go. So first guy, they go, okay, I'm going to beat you. He's talking all kinds of trash, ready to go, right? And second guy just quiet, humble, ready to go. Just, okay, you say you're going to win, we'll see. So they get put in front of the trees. The trees are the same size, same width, same everything. They got two axes, same size, same width, same sharpness. Everything is exactly the same. There is no difference. Now, they both pick up their axes at the same time. Get ready to chop. Goes on your mark, get set, go, pow! First guy, chopping away, chop. I got this. Second guy looks at the axe and says, notices there's a rock, goes, picks up the rock, and starts sharpening his axe. First guy's like, he don't know what he's doing, obviously. Keep going. A day goes past. 2 days goes past. First guy still chopping away. He gets more than halfway done. Second guy, still sharpening his axe. Comes down to the nitty gritty now. That very last little piece. That's it. That's all I gotta do. This guy's like, he hasn't even started yet. I knew I was gonna win. Keeps going. Just keep going. I got my 10 more swings in me and I'm done. Second guy looks at the axe, goes, okay. Throws the rock down. Pow! One swing. Completely cuts down the tree. The second guy goes, great, I won. Everyone's amazed. First guy looks. He's like, wait a minute. No, he cheated. He had to cheat. No, there is no way. Either his tree was hollowed out or he did something to the axe. No, not happening. And the second guy goes, well, not the case. The current mayor of the town goes, well, no, we made sure everything was completely even. There was no way he could ever cheat it. Second guy goes, well, would you like to know why I won? First guy goes, okay, whatever, tell me. Why did you win? He said, okay, as you know, we both have the same tree, the same axe. You're bigger than me. So I understand that you have that physical strength that I don't have. I know I'm pretty good at chopping trees. I know I'm also pretty good at looking at situations and understanding what's going on. I'm also pretty good at, judging my competition. Now, I'm not as strong as you, and my axe swing form isn't as good as yours. I also know that when it comes to chopping for a long time, I'm going to get tired probably a lot quicker than you are. And then I'm just going to give up. And it's going to take me longer. But I noticed that there was a rock there. And I know if I take the axe a certain way, and I can actually sharpen the axe with that rock. Now I know I was up against time and I was up against you, so I had to make sure not only did I do it right, I did it quickly enough, and I gave myself enough time to make sure that the axe was completely right. But once the axe was completely right and sharp enough, then it made it easy for me to chop down the tree. So what is that really saying? This guy assessed his strengths. He knew what he was good at. He also realized what his weaknesses were. Hey, I'm really not as strong as you, and if I swing constantly, I'm not going to get as much swing into. I'm not going to get that swing right just right. In addition to that, every time you hit it, you take a lot more than I do because you're stronger. I'm going to get tired faster than you are. I know these things. I know what my weaknesses are. I saw an opportunity, though, to sharpen my axe, to make my axe stronger. So I had to do less work by getting the rock. And then finally, I realized that I was up against time, and I was up against somebody who's relatively skilled at chopping down trees. So I used my opportunity to overcome my threat. And I used my strength to overcome my weaknesses. To come up with a proper plan and a good strategy for beating you. Everybody in the town was amazed. They said, wow, to think that someone can actually think like that and use their head while chopping down a tree and being physical at the same time. Needless to say, he won. He got all the town's money and became the mayor. And on top of that, the town prospered because he used the same analysis in his managerial life as well. So now he's a congressman and he uses the same exact things that helped him get there in the first place. So what am I saying? I'm saying that so many times we just head on and we run into things, we run into issues, and we have our own downfalls and our own issues that we're working out. And a lot of times we fail at our goals and achieving our dreams. And the reason why is because we don't take the time to do the simple things that can get us a lot further. Okay, we tend to work a lot harder than we do smarter. Now, a lot of times what we don't realize is we take hard and smart, put them together, we become extraordinary. That's another video, okay? So first things first, guys. We're going to work on this X, right? All right, because this is a very hands-on lesson. So, I want you guys to do this with me, okay? Strengths. What are you good at? For me, all right? As you know, I'm a great talker, right? I love to talk. That's what I'm good at, all right? Also, I'm a pretty good listener. Sometimes my wife begs to differ, but I am a pretty good listener, okay? In addition to being a good listener, I am a fast learner, right? Now, again, these may not be things that you're good at. However, you have your own strengths as well. All right, so I'm a fast learner, so on and so forth, right? Make that even. So I'm a fast learner, and I have more strengths than this, which I've already done with myself. But this is a great example. I know what I'm good at. So when I'm choosing things to do and according to my plan and my goals, I'm going to highlight these strengths in my goals. Because I know I'm a good talker and I'm a good listener, it makes it easier for me to meet new people. I know I need to meet new people to assist with some of my business goals. Use this as an example, right? So I'm going to use these things to get to where I need to go. I know I'm a fast learner. So because I know there's a lot of things I do not know, I'm going to do my best to find time, figure out what I need to do, and learn the things I need to learn for my personal development, right? So I can be better. Next, we have the weaknesses. Now, let me just be honest with you guys. Most of us do not like doing this part. This is the part we don't like most. We love talking about how good we are at something. I know I do. Majority of us, though, we have this issue. Talking about our weaknesses. Right? We do not like talking about what we're not good at. It's great to get all the praise and all the love that we feel when we talk about how good we are at something. But let somebody talk about how bad we are at something. We get immediately defensive. We can even do it with ourselves. We can't even tell ourselves what we're bad at. But here's the thing. Being honest is really where it's at. If you want to grow as a person and do better, if you want to go from the situation you're in now to a better situation, it all starts with you. I was listening to John Maxwell, and he said something quite amazing. He said, most of the time we're looking to find what do we need to do to get out of the situation that we're in. In all honesty, what we need to do is, what do we need to change about us to change our situation? So it's not about the situation, it's about us. Once we change, the situation automatically is going to change. So for instance, weaknesses. I know for me, one of my biggest weaknesses is time management, right? I have this issue. I tend to procrastinate a lot. Sometimes I'll be on social media way too much. Sometimes I watch my shows just a little bit too long, right? So time management is clearly one of my issues. So it's something I may need to fix or bring the right people around me who can help me with that time management. All right? Another issue I tend to have on my end is self-accountability. All right? So, what do I mean by this? Very simply put, if I tell you I'm going to do something, it's easy for me to do that. I'm accountable to you. I'm going to make sure I get it done. But if I tell myself I'm going to do something, it's a whole different situation. And a lot of us struggle with this. And it's because it's so much easier to tell somebody I'm going to do it and do it than it is to tell yourself you're going to do it, because we have so many other distractions and it's easy to make an excuse to yourself. All right? So self-accountability, that is one of my weaknesses. Another one of my weaknesses is overextending myself. Overextending myself. All right. Now, what I mean by this is I want to do so much for people, and a lot of people are in the same category. And you may even be in the same category. We want to do so much for other people. We want to help as many people as we can. We're always trying to help the next person. We always trying to get people to like us. That's just kind of how we're wired. However, having an understanding of when it's okay to say no, I can't do that right now. That's not in my plan. That's not going to work. This is, and I'll say this, and I actually have a great post on this. And it says, one of the biggest challenges we're ever going to learn is when to stop doing good things and do the right things. And what I mean by that is, So many times we're trying to do good things for other people, and that leads us off course. Somebody once said, "Are there any bad exits on a freeway?" No. All exits are good. Now, being the fact that all your exits are good, what makes certain ones, why don't you get up on all of them? Here's the reason why. Because a particular exit may not be where you're trying to go. So your destination and your plan makes a good thing a bad thing. They say the devil doesn't tempt you with bad things. He knows you're not going to do it. He knows you're too smart for that. But what he will tempt you with is doing good things that aren't right for you. So overextension, doing good things that really you shouldn't be doing, you really should be doing the right things. All right? I'm going to do a whole nother video on that, on exactly how to do that, because that's extremely important, and that's one of our biggest challenges. All right? Now, that's weaknesses. Now, outside of weaknesses, next we have our opportunities. Right? Opportunities. Now, these opportunities a lot of times come from your strength, and sometimes they even can come from your weaknesses, right? So, for instance, you say, "Hey, I'm looking at opportunities. What things do I have that can help me achieve my goals?" All right? Because I know I'm a good talker, good listener, networking events could be a great opportunity for me, right? Those are some really good opportunities for me because I can take what I'm good at and use that to benefit me and benefit other people, right? Now, here's an opportunity for weaknesses, right? You say, "Hey, my time management is kind of off, and I kind of need some help." So, an opportunity is learning to schedule. Learning how to schedule, right? So because you get off track relatively easy, learning how to create a schedule could be something that's very huge for you. And it could be something that can truly help you out. Another opportunity for you may be buying the right books, right? Buying or renting, because some of us just, instead of spending all the money on books, you just go to the library and just rent out a book. Buying, renting the right books or movies. All right. No longer are we going to we're going to do these things anyway. We're going to buy movies, buy books. But instead of renting or buying the books that have been, we can start doing the ones that we should be getting. So, you like romantic comedies. However, that's not really getting you nowhere to where you want to go. You can say, "Hey, there's some really great books on fashion because I want to be a fashion designer." Or there's some really good movies on fashion that might teach me some things. Or some YouTube videos. Take the opportunity. Use it. I have plenty of opportunity in the car. Take the time in the car. Read, listen, do whatever you need to do on your breaks and your lunches, whatever the case is. Opportunities, right? The opportunity could be using your breaks and your lunches more effectively, right? Using breaks, lunches, driving time, to your benefit, right? There's a lot of opportunities out there. It's just all about taking the time to look at them. These are just some few examples of what you really could do. Some of the things I've even on my end, I've actually done because I've seen the opportunity there, and instead of using it for what I was using it for something that's a little bit more beneficial, something that's more effective towards what I want to do. All right. So opportunities. Now, lastly, we have threats. All right. Now, what is a threat? A threat is anything that can stop you or hurt you. Threats. All right. So, for instance, for me, time management. What is a threat? Right. A threat for my time management is not following my schedule. Right. Or social media. That could be another one of my threats. Right? Another threat could be the wrong friends. Right? Having the wrong company around you could definitely be a huge threat for you, right? Another threat could be overspending. If your goal is to save more money this year, that could be a threat. Or not following budget. Not following your budget. These are threats. Things that can hurt you, that can stop you from hitting your goals. If your goal is to lose weight or gain a certain amount of weight, not eating the right types of food could be a threat. Maybe you need to go in your closet, your cabinet, and start really cleaning out your cabinets and figuring out what you need and what you don't need, what kind of food you need. Go to the store. When you go to the store, have a list that says, these are the type of foods I'm buying. Buy those foods. So, your SWOT analysis, once you've done all this, and now you know what your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats are, now you take this time and come up with an effective plan that highlights how you're going to use your strengths, how you're going to overcome your weaknesses, how to properly use your strengths and your weaknesses to highlight and to take your opportunities and really explore your opportunities to a better degree, and how to overcome those threats that you have. It can easily be done, and by doing this on your personal life, it translates so much easier to your business life, to your financial life, to your physical health, to your spiritual life, everything. Strategy is actually not hard. It's really not. But it does take some time. Take the time, do your SWOT analysis. It might take you a little time, especially the very first one you ever do. But guess what? The more you do it, the more effective you're going to be at it. Someone once told me, if you want to go fast, do it right. So what does that mean? Focus on doing it right first. So many times you just want to get it done. Let's just do this as fast as possible. Work on doing it right first. After you do it right, by default, you will begin to do it faster and faster and faster each and every time. So once again, don't forget to like, share, comment. Follow me on Facebook, Anthony Washington, Refine Intuition. This is the page. Go ahead and go to Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, thegrowth_mindset. And go ahead and follow me on Instagram as well, Refine Intuitions. RefineIntuitions.com is the website. So if you have great information, if you have any questions for me, you can always message me or DM me on any of my social media sites. Feel free to do so. Once again, guys,